drip tank. Percy rested in the shed after shunting away some empty quarry trucks.
I have a sore throat today. I accidentally hit a branch.
Thomas was just being unsympathetic.
It's your own fault. You should keep a better lookout. I have no patience for you.
This made Percy cross and decided to just sleep for the rest of the evening. The other engines also haven't seen Thomas this mean before. And on the next day, Percy was regularly talking to Toby and didn't talk to Thomas.
I say, Toby, what's a drip?
It's when rain comes in a hole in your cab and the fireman hasn't got time to mend it.
That's silly. I've heard a boy on the platform called his friend one this afternoon. I'm sure he couldn't come through a hole in my cab.
Thomas, who was close to the yards, was tired of being ignored.
That's different,
interrupted Thomas.
The boy just thought his friend was being a coward, or silly, or a spoil sport.
Percy thought about it for a moment.
So if you stopped me from doing something nice, would you be a drip, Thomas? Nonsense,
said Thomas crossly.
You're the drip.
And he puffed away to go fetch Andrew's flare. This hurt Percy's feelings. It hurt him so much that he cried. Toby was surprised. At first he didn't mind their argument, but he's never seen Thomas this mean before, and started worrying about Percy, including Gordon, who was just about to leave the station with the express, and even Bruno, who was parked at the yards. Meanwhile, Thomas was pulling the local train up to Farker. Suddenly, there was a loud bang, and something hard hit the bottom of his left-hand water tank.
Ow!
Exclaimed Thomas as he screeched to a halt. He felt water splashing cold against his wheels. One of your side rods is broken, said his driver. It swung up and punctured your tank. We'll have to get help. Percy was shunting at Tidmus, and Edwards helped cheering him up. Sir Topham Hatt came up.
Leave those trucks, please, Percy. Thomas has had a hole in his water tank. There's water dripping everywhere, and he can't get home on his own.
Percy was still cross with Thomas.
I won't go. Thomas called me a drip. He's never treated me this bad before, so I hate him. I don't trust him anymore. Let him jolly well stay there and drip himself.
But what about the passengers? Do they deserve to stay all night too?
Percy hasn't forgotten them, interrupted Edward. Percy just needs some time alone. Can you send another engine to help Thomas? Sir Topham Hatt looked at Percy and noticed how mad Percy was.
You're right, Edward. I know Percy very well. I'll ask another engine to go help Thomas.
After a spare engine towed Thomas to the steamworks, they started fixing Thomas's side rod and water tank. There was Sir Topham Hatt, who came on Isabella.
Thomas, you're a very naughty engine.
Thomas now noticed what he did wrong.
Yes, sir. I know, sir. Sorry, sir.
He hadn't been scolded by Sir Topham Hatt for a few years.
I heard from Percy that you've been bullying him. You're doing it in front of other engines that they can't concentrate on their work. You made everyone upset, Thomas. If you can't behave, I shall take away your blue paint and have you painted red.
Thomas felt bad. Now he lost everyone's trust, so he had to find a way to get his trust back. But that's another story.